Very good morning. If you're just joining us, welcome to Sunrise. Thanks for making it Sunrise this morning. It's now exactly 6:16 in the a.m. What a morning it is. It's a grand Wednesday morning, and I'm excited as usual because I get a chance to introduce the headliner, the queen of headlines, none other than, it says, Khadine Miss.
I was just laughing at that in the prompter. Khadine Miss, thank you to whomever did that this morning. I feel powerful with that name. Everyone, please call me Khadine Miss from now.
Khadine Miss, yeah.
Queen Khadine Miss, as a matter of fact, you know?
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it.
It have
a nice ring to it. Hey, ring.
Hey! Right, let us get into the headlines, shall we? Good morning, first of all, to everyone on YouTube. Our YouTube family is always with us, and we always appreciate each and every one of you, all right?
Yes.
So let's jump in. Elon Musk's Starlink brings satellite internet to rural public schools. Minister of Education, Senator Dr. Dana Morris Dixon announced that the government has forged a partnership with satellite internet provider Starlink to connect rural public schools with high-speed services and improve the bandwidth of broadband internet in schools. She acknowledged that many schools currently have inadequate or non-functional broadband and assured that the ministry is addressing these issues by upgrading the necessary equipment and increasing bandwidth. The minister, who spoke at the Jamaica Teachers Association's Education Conference held in Trelawney yesterday under the theme Innovations in Education Technology, the Imperative of Change, emphasized the goal of providing campus-wide Wi-Fi with several rural schools already connected and more to follow this fiscal year.
Not even a Friday, we have begun with a good news. I love good news. I love these moments when we get a chance to celebrate great things happening, particularly for our rural community who were challenged years ago and they are still challenged if they don't have access to internet, the speed, the accessibility to facilitate work for students at school. So, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon.
And the team. I'm sure it's a full team. But why I appreciate this is that there are so many people who say, Lord, Jamaica is not Kingston. There's more to Jamaica than Kingston. Everything is Kingston, Kingston, Kingston. And I agree, even as a Kingstonian, I can understand why that sentiment is, you know.
Yes.
Anytime we have hurricane or we have any type of disruption and we say, oh, the kids, we won't take a day off. We'll just have, you know, learning go online. There's some schools and some students who don't have that privilege because of the infrastructure of the schools. No fault of the school. It's either funding or just not having the equipment. So I'm grateful for this technology. I'm grateful for this accessibility. And you'd be surprised how something like this, just having access to this, can totally change the game for an entire generation of students and the students to come. You know, kudos to everybody who is involved in making this happen. And students, when you use the internet for doing a schoolwork here.
Schoolwork, yes.
Connect to a book.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah, TikTok in your book.
TikTok in your book.
It's good news. I heard on an interview, a student was saying that she knows a bus in the rural community and it has Wi-Fi. And she said, yeah, she could use Wi-Fi on the bus traveling to school. So, as you said at the very beginning, Jamaica is not Kingston. I'm happy what's happening in the rural communities. I'm sure you're happy too. I'm happy.
So, I mean, and I'm sure there are students now who can now have access. You're getting ready for school. You can listen to the lesson that you know, whatever your teacher taught you the day before, you find it on YouTube and you listen to it to go over it fresh again while you're getting ready the next day. Little things like that you'll never think about, how people may not have access just because of Wi-Fi. So, kudos. We love to see it. All right.
Good news,
Next up. The Marleys launch a luxury fragrance line inspired by Bob's legacy. Bob Marley's family has launched a luxury fragrance line inspired by the late artist's legacy, aptly named Marley Fragrances. The label is debuting with 6 scents: Satisfy My Soul, Lights Down Low, Place of Peace, Mellow Mood, Soul Rebel, and Simmer Down. I like it. Each designed with mood-enhancing technology. So in a statement, Cedella Marley, Chief Executive Officer of the Bob Marley Group of Companies and Marley's daughter, stated that her family's message has always been about love, unity, and living in harmony with the world around them. Inspired by Jamaica, Marley Fragrances is an extension of that spirit. Each scent is created to bring you home, to evoke peace, joy, and a sense of connection. Each fragrance is available for $140 at marleyfragrance.com. And the label is also offering 2 different discovery sets priced at $380 USD.
What an awesome legacy. I don't think there's another like Marley in the Caribbean space. I mean, with the kind of family that continues to innovate, diversify income, because this is a brand new thing. I'm sure we're going to be hearing about some other scents because, as Marley said, got to have Kaya now, Kaya, because the scents are named of some of Marley's songs, Satisfy My Soul. But they didn't specify whether it's male fragrances or female fragrances. So
I forgot to the people them website and go find out people. But you know, nowadays they're making a lot of unisex scents that everybody, that everyone can use. So I mean, I'm interested to see what it smells like. And like you said, I love the innovation. I mean, there's Marley clothing, there's Marley shoes, there's now Marley fragrances, Marley coffee, and I think that, you know, sometimes we kind of we can get comfortable and be like, oh yes, you know, my family was powerful, but you know, I saw it go. No, to capitalize on this and to bring a brand all over the world and extend it and expand it. You know, think what you may about the brand or whatever. I think that it's an excellent example of how a family can really set up legacy, and how you, as your family, can set a legacy for your family.
And if you check it, research it, most of these major businesses that you know are family-owned businesses. People don't know how many of these businesses that they go into. Some of these mama and papa stores in the States, the Walmarts, family-owned businesses, and of course, Marley. So I'm very happy to know that it's a Jamaican family.
Yes, we love it. We love it.
Good news.
All right, Why Not Wednesday headline. You ready?
All right. Why Not Wednesday? All right.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. World's first baby born using AI-assisted IVF system.
Read that again.
You hear me say? The world's first baby born using artificial intelligence-assisted IVF system. So the world's first baby has been born using a fully automated IVF system assisted by artificial intelligence or AI. The birth, a male baby, occurred at Hope IVF in Mexico, in Guadalajara. The AI system developed by Conceivable Life Sciences automated the 23 steps of, ready? Intro, cytoplasmic. You hear that? Sperm injection. That's called ICSI for short. A process that involves injecting sperm into an egg. Okay? So this AI-assisted system was used in a 40-year-old woman undergoing IVF with donor eggs. The AI system eliminates the human element in the ICSI procedure, which can introduce variability due to human error or fatigue. The system was used to fertilize 5 eggs, with 4 successfully achieving normal fertilization, including the one that developed into embryo. So this breakthrough, of course, highlights the potential of AI and robotics to revolutionize not just fertility treatments, but the whole medical fraternity. So, interesting.
I'm sure the parents of that boy, they're going to be happy. They're not thinking about the process. But every day, the news, last time I was watching Lead Story Prime, and it was all about Jamaica's future and AI. AI is on the lips of industry, of schools, institutions, almost every single day. But the line that you read, it says, AI eliminates the human element, and that is where it's a worry for a number of persons because how AI is replacing some jobs. So I don't know, are you more optimistic or more fearful of the future as it relates to AI? You know, and that size speaks volumes.
No, let me tell you why. I am optimistic in terms of, eliminating human error. There's so many, let's use the medical industry, for example. There's so many doctors who are overworked. They have tons of hours with the nurses, all the medical providers, not just doctors. And, if AI if you can tell it, okay, do this for me for these 18 patients, let me go and work on this one. I see where that's a value. My challenge. So I like AI and I like the opportunities that it brings. My challenge is not AI, it's the humans, the human hands that the AI in. So for example, if I say, all right, I want to do something bad, then AI are going to help me facilitate the badness, right? And so that is where I don't have any problem with AI. I don't have any problem with technology. I have a problem with humans who use them for bad or for wrong.
And absolutely, there are benefits easily to identify with AI. And it has been around for some time now, because when we call a company and a machine would answer and ask us to press, and we don't interact with a human, that's AI. Just that it has gotten exponentially better with all these chat GPT, and students are using it. Last evening I listened to a student saying that because it is so popular among students, if she's asking a simple question, they check AI. Like, what kind of teeth is this, she was saying. And I said, let's go and check. So they're not thinking anymore. So it's a challenge for teachers to teach in this environment, to really test critical thinking and analysis, because if it's something that they can just go to AI for, now how are they going to be thinking? So what will the student be like years from now?
The student is going to be versed in AI and ChatGPT. Is the same way that people, I think, got nervous about calculators. And it's like, how people going to know math if you have a calculator? I don't need to know math. I have a phone, and the phone have a calculator. So why do I need to? And I'm sorry, maybe the teachers out there are like, no, Tony K. But I mean, if the technology exists and the technology I get better, use the technology and fight it. That is how I see it anyway.
And trust me, I find it very beneficial, but I can't help but think about what the implications are 5, 10, 15 years, because the changes are rapid. Because think about it, if I wrote a book, right, and I want to get the book printed, I can get a computer to just print the book, but the book will print exactly what I have written.
Correct.
It won't rewrite the book.
Correct.
But AI
can actually write the book for you if you tell it the points.
Independent, just give it a prompt and it writes. Wow. So what are the implications?
Interesting times.
Interesting times.
And we'll watch. We'll be alive to see it. So make us see what going on. Make us see it in 20 years. I'm sure this type of conversation will be very different. But that's a wrap on the headlines. I'll have more news for you at 7 a.m. of course. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Wednesday's service. Stay with us.